Let's look at another example. You have a cubed with a length of 5 centimeter, the width of 3 centimeter, and the height of 4 centimeter. We have to calculate the surface area and the volume of this, okay? So the cubed, the length is 5 centimeter, the width is 3 centimeter, and the height is 4 centimeter. So to calculate the surface area of a cubed, the formula is width times length plus width times height plus length times height, right? And we labeled our parts. I used X, Y, Z. You can use any letter you want. So we have two bracket XY plus XZ plus YZ bracket close. So we impute our numbers into this formula. Two brackets, X is the width and the width here is 3. You put down 3. Y is the length and the length here is 5. You put down 5 bracket close plus the next one. X is the width. So the width is 3. You write down 3 times Z, which is the height. The height is 4. You write down 4 bracket close plus the next one. Y is the length is 5. You put down 5. Z is the height is 4, you put down times 4, bracket close. So we simplify further, deal with the bracket. 3 times 5 is going to give you what? 3 times 5 is 15, right? So you write down 2 bracket 15 plus 3 times 4 is going to give you 12 plus 12. And 5 times 4 is going to give you 20 plus 20, bracket close. You deal with the bracket. 15 plus 12 plus 20 is going to give us 47. So to open the bracket, 2 times 47 is going to give us 94 centimeters square. So the surface area of the cubed, that the length is 5 centimeter, the width is 3 centimeter, and the height is 4 centimeter, the surface area is 94 centimeters square. Okay? Now let's look for the volume. The volume, remember, is base times height. The base is the width length, okay? So X times Y times Z, right? So we impute our numbers. X here is the width and the width is 3 centimeter. You write down 3 times. Y is the length and the length is 5 centimeter. You write down 5. And Z is the height. The height is 4 centimeter times 4. So 3 times 5 times 4 is going to give us what? When you calculate 3 times 5 times 4, what is going to be your answer? 60 centimeter cube. Remember, the volume is always in cube, right? So we have 60 centimeter cube. Okay, so a cube that the length is 5 centimeter, the width is 3 centimeter, and the height is 4 centimeter. The surface area is 94 centimeter cube, and the volume is 60 centimeter cube. Okay, do you understand that? Okay, good. So we now know how to calculate the surface area and the volume of a cubed. Okay, good. So now we are going to be looking at cylinder. A cylinder is a prism whose cross section is a circle. Okay, this is a cylinder. I'm sure most of us have seen a cylinder. It can be cans. Okay, to find the total surface area of a cylinder, it involves two: when the tops are closed or when one of the top is open. Okay, this is the top of the cylinder, right? Let's say it's the cover of the cylinder. Okay, there's the formula to find when the two tops are closed, and there's a formula to find when one is open. Okay, so to find the total surface area when the two tops are closed, the formula is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h, which can be simplified into 2 pi r bracket r plus h bracket close. Okay, and when one of the top is open, to calculate the surface area, it is pi r squared plus 2 pi r h, which can be simplified as pi r bracket r plus 2h. bracket close. Now to calculate the volume of a cylinder, it's pi r square h, okay? Pi r square h. Pi here, we're going to be using 22/7 or 3.14, but in today's lesson, I'm going to be using 22/7, okay? The arrow represents the radius. Don't be confused, this is the radius. And the h represents the height. So we're going to be using this formula to solve an equation to help us understand better. Okay, so are we ready? I hope you're not confused with the formula. Okay, a cylindrical container has a base radius of 6 cm and its height is 17 cm. Calculate the total surface area and volume. Remember I said the total surface area to calculate, there are two formulas: when the both tops are closed and when one top is open and the other is closed, right? So we're going to be using the two formulas to calculate. For you to be able to use any of the formula, if you are presented with a question to calculate only when one top is open, you are going to be able to do that. Or when both tops are closed, you are going to be able to do that. So to calculate the total surface area when both tops are closed, you remember the formula: 2 pi r bracket r plus h bracket close, right? And to calculate when one top is open, the other side is closed, is pi r bracket r plus 2h bracket close. So now we are going to be looking at the first one, okay? We have our radius 6 cm and the height 7 cm. So we're going to be imputing our numbers into the formula. So to calculate when both tops are closed, this is TSA, it means total surface area, okay? Don't be confused. So 2 you write down 2 pi, we said it 22/7 is representing it. So times 22/7 times r is the radius, which is 6. You put down 6 bracket r again 6, you put down 6 plus the height, which is 17. You put down 17 bracket close. Then we simplify further. 2 times 22 times 6 is going to give you 264/7. 6 plus 17 is going to give you 23 bracket, okay? So 264 times 23 is going to give you 6,072/7. I hope you're not confused. I'll go again. 2 times 22 times 6 is going to give you 264/7. Then you have a bracket here, right? So 6 plus 17 is 23, bracket 23, okay? So open this bracket, you multiply. 264 times 23 is going to give you 6,072 over the 7, okay? So 6,072 divided by 7 is going to give you 867.43 centimeters square, okay? Hope you're not confused. So when the both tops are closed, the total surface area is 867.43 centimeter square, okay? Now let's look at when one top is open, when the other is closed. The formula, remember, pi r bracket r plus 2h bracket close. So we impute our numbers into the formula. Pi is 22/7 times r, which is the radius, is 6, bracket r 6 plus 2 times h, which is the height, 17. So 22 times 6 is going to give you 132 times 40. How did we get this 40? 6 plus 2 times 17. Okay? When you do this, you are going to have 40. So 22 times 6 is going to give you 132, and this bracket is going to give you 40. So times 40 over 7. Don't forget the 7. So 132 times 40 is going to give you 5,280 over 7, okay? 132 times 40 is going to give you 5,280 over 7, And 5,280 divided by 7 is going to give you 754.29 centimeters square. Do you understand that? So when one top is open and the other is closed, the total surface area is 754.29 centimeters square. Okay, I hope you're not confused. When both tops are closed, the total surface area is 867.43 centimeters square. But when one top is open and the other is closed, the total surface area is 754.29 centimeters square. Okay, you are not confused, right? So now we've gotten the total surface area. We're going to be calculating next the volume. Remember, we have to calculate the volume. So let's look at how to calculate the volume. We're going to be looking at another page because it won't be able to enter here. So to calculate the volume, remember the volume formula, pi r squared h. We input our numbers into the formula. Pi is 22 over 7, and r is the radius, and the radius is 6, right? So times 6 raised to power 2 times the height, which is 17. You remember, times 17. So we simplify further. 6 times 6 is going to give you 36. Remember, it's not 6 times 2. It's 6 times 6, so it will give you 36. So 22 times 36 times 17 over 7. 22 times 36 times 17 is going to give you 13,464 over 7. Okay? When you multiply 22 times 36 times 17, you are going to have 13,464 over 7, okay? And when you divide this 13,464 over 7, you are going to have 1923.4 centimeter cube. This should be cube, sorry, not square. This is cube. So you have 1923.4 centimeter cube. Okay? Do you understand how we got the volume? So we can now solve for a cylinder, right? How to get the total surface area and the volume. We are going to be able to solve for that. Okay, good. So now we are going to be looking at the cone. A cone is a solid shape with curved body, circular base, and a pointed end. This is a cone. It has a curved body, a circular base, and a pointed end. Okay, this is the slant edge. Here's the circular base. Here's the height. Okay, do you understand? So this is a cone, and to find the total surface area of a cone is pi r squared plus pi r l, and to find the volume of a cone is 1/3 or 1/3 pi r squared h. So this is a formula to find the total surface area of a cone and the volume of a cone. Okay, so we're going to be looking at example to help us apply this formula. So are we ready? A cone has a base radius of 6 cm and height 9 cm. Calculate its volume and total surface area. So a cone has the base radius of 6 cm and the height of 9 cm. We have to calculate the volume and the total surface area. So first we're going to be calculating the volume, okay? Remember the formula for the volume, right? 1/3 pi r squared h. So we're going to be imputing our values into the formula of the volume, okay? So 1/3 times pi is 22/7.